While the whole world was caught up in the glitz and glamour of Tesla and BYD, when every newspaper, every news channel, and every expert was asking the same question: who would be the next EV king, Tesla or BYD? Meanwhile, a company in Russia was quietly building something that shook the entire market. No big claims, no fanfare, no unnecessary hype. Just silently, in the cold Russian weather, a fire was brewing: the Moskvich 3A. This is the same Russia often seen as stuck in the past, with outdated tech in the auto industry. A country where cars like Lada were common, but in the EV race, the world thought it lagged behind. But Moskvich proved that the real game changers play quietly. Before we dive deeper, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you can stay ahead with the latest tech updates. In the final months of 2022, while the world was debating Tesla's glitchy autopilot features and BYD was flaunting its battery innovation posters, Moskvich quietly brought an old Renault plant back to life. They decided it was time to launch an EV that wouldn't just be affordable, but so reliable that the whole world would take notice. And that's where the Moskvich 3E was born, an EV crafted with the soul of Russia. Robust, durable, and straightforward. The Moskvich 3E isn't just any EV, it's a solid electric SUV with battery options of 55 kilowatt-hours or 66 kilowatt-hours. Charge it once, and you'll comfortably cover 400 to 500 kilometers. While the world sees EVs as city-only vehicles, the Moskvich 3E boldly declares, "I'm built for the long haul." Its looks are no less impressive. Sharp headlights, a wide stance, and a design that rivals any European SUV. No over-the-top tech gimmicks, just raw, real power. The Moskvich 3E has features that have shaken up the entire market. The first standout is its unique balance of price and range. While cars like the Tesla Model 3 and BYD Dolphin sell for millions of rupees and still face scrutiny over their range, the Moskvich 3E promises reliability and distance at an affordable price, exactly what the average customer values most. It proves you don't need to empty your pockets for impressive range. While big companies inflate prices with fancy features, Moskvich zeroes in on the core need every customer holds dear: a long journey without stopping midway. The second major strength of the Moskvich 3E is its simple yet robust technology. This car doesn't rely on flashy high-tech features designed just for show. Everything it offers, be it the motor system, battery pack, or minimalist interior design, is built with durability and reliability in mind. Moskvich understands that true innovation doesn't come from dazzling screens or gimmicky drones, but from the kind of strength that proves itself on the road day after day. The third factor that sets the Moskvich 3E apart is its Russian toughness. This car is engineered for harsh conditions, where roads are unforgiving, weather is brutal, and challenges lurk at every turn. Whether it's icy streets, sub-zero temperatures, or rugged terrain, the Moskvich 3E keeps going. Its resilience is born from a land where endurance is a way of life. And finally, but no less significant, is its rapid production. While EV manufacturing in much of the world remains a game of high-end labs and billion-dollar funding, Moskvich has shown that you can produce top-quality vehicles without excessive noise or grandiose claims. They've proven that the EV revolution doesn't just come from Silicon Valley or Shanghai. Moscow's streets can spark a new wave that reshapes the entire market. Alarm bells for Tesla and BYD. The alarm bells are truly ringing for giants like Tesla and BYD. Until now, every startup that tried to challenge Tesla either stumbled over their own mistakes or got lost in the fierce competition of the market. Some made bold claims, others poured in billions of dollars, but most fizzled out. On the other hand, BYD did change the game with its battery technology, stunning the world with innovations like the Blade battery. But their cars still aren't affordable. Their prices remain out of reach for the average person. Amid all this, when no one saw it coming, the Moskvich 3e emerged as a formidable challenger, striking directly at the trifecta of price, performance, and reliability. Tesla continues to focus on its expensive autopilot system, full self-driving packages, and high-tech gimmicks, which are mostly accessible only to wealthy buyers. But a huge portion of the world still craves a car that offers an affordable, robust, and reliable journey. And this is where the Moskvich 3e plays its biggest card. It speaks to people without convoluted promises, in clear and simple terms. If you want a strong, reliable, and affordable ride, I'm here for you. BYD's greatest strength was its robust battery technology, which reduced charging times and boosted range. But Moskvich 3e has struck a balance with affordable battery packs and long range that even BYD will find hard to ignore. Now, people have an option that delivers everything they once had to pay a premium for, at a fraction of the cost. This is why auto industry experts are openly saying that the Moskvich 3e is a real wake-up call for the EV market. It's a warning that Tesla and BYD cannot afford to take lightly. If they don't act, they'll soon need to find new ways to protect their thrones. Because an affordable, strong, and reliable journey is no longer a dream. It's a Russian reality. Moskvich 3e, a game-changing formula hidden in simplicity. The true strength of the Moskvich 3e lies not in grand claims or flashy marketing, but in the depth of its simplicity. While the world was chasing high-flying concepts like Hyperloop projects, autopilot driving, and space connectivity, a company in Russia was quietly asking the most fundamental yet critical question: what does the average person really need? When they carefully considered this question, the answer was clear and straightforward. The average person needed an electric car that's reliable, one they could drive in any weather or on any road without fear. They needed a car with affordable servicing that could withstand freezing snow, scorching heat, rugged terrain, and heavy city traffic. And most importantly, they needed an EV that wouldn't force them to take out a bank loan. The Moskvich 3e was designed to be a precise, practical, and direct answer to these needs. Without pretense or unnecessary high-tech noise, this car made practical performance its mantra. Its technical specifications reflect this philosophy. It offers two battery pack options, 55 kilowatt-hours and 66 kilowatt-hours, delivering a range of 400 to 500 kilometers. While major companies still boast about 300-kilometer ranges, the Moskvich 3e has quietly surpassed that benchmark. In terms of charging, this car exceeds expectations. With DC fast charging support, the Moskvich 3e can reach 80% charge in just 30 minutes. This means no more stopping for hours to recharge during long trips. As for motor power, it boasts a robust 193 horsepower electric motor that delivers instant torque. EVs were once considered slow and sluggish, but the Moskvich 3e accelerates from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 8 seconds, putting it toe-to-toe with any European-style performance car. On the design front, the Moskvich 3e makes no compromises. With its SUV form factor, it offers high ground clearance, a bold stance, and a modern angular design that not only looks tough, but commands a strong presence on the road. This car makes it clear that its identity lies in strength and confidence, not in showiness. When it comes to safety, the Moskvich 3e leaves no stone unturned. It comes equipped with standard safety features like ABS, EBD, multiple airbags, and traction control. making it reliable even in tough conditions. Most importantly, the Moskvich 3E has transformed the EV from a status symbol into a trusted companion for the common person. While cars like the Tesla Model 3 and BYD Seal come with cutting-edge features and hefty price tags, the Moskvich 3E has elegantly captured a truth that bigger companies forgot. Customers want a reliable journey, not a burden of fancy promises. This car doesn't have flashy auto park systems or gimmicks floating in the air. What it does have is real, robust, and built with actual needs in mind. The Moskvich 3E is a boon for everyone seeking true balance in the EV world. High performance at a low price, depth in simplicity, and genuine reliability beyond superficial flash. This is why the Moskvich 3E has become a new wave, one that could force even the biggest names in the EV industry to rethink their strategies. There is a big stir going on in the EV market. The EV market is buzzing with excitement today. And it's not just about technology or design, it's about the future of the entire industry. The EV market has clearly split into two camps. On one side are companies focused solely on luxury electric cars, vehicles packed with high-tech features priced in the millions and built for the wealthy elite. On the other side are companies trying to bring EVs to the masses, but they often miss the mark on true balance. Some compromise on quality, while others inflate prices. But the Moskvich 3E has completely changed the game. It has beautifully struck a balance between luxury and mass adoption. The Moskvich 3E is not only affordable but also sturdy and modern. Its strength, durable build, and budget-friendly price combine to create a package that's increasingly hard to ignore. This is why analysts are now openly saying that if Moskvich scales its production effectively and smartly expands international exports, this single car could reshape the dynamics of the entire EV industry. In emerging markets like India, Africa, South America, and Eastern Europe, where demand for vehicles like the Moskvich 3E could skyrocket, the car perfectly aligns with local needs. If seized correctly, this opportunity could pose a genuine threat to giants like Tesla and BYD. Consider this. While companies like Tesla sell even their base model cars for 40 to 50 lakh rupees, and BYD's mid-range EVs go for over 30 lakh, the Moskvich 3E offers an SUV-sized vehicle with over 400 kilometers of range and Russian durability for around 20 lakh. When an average customer is given the choice between spending a fortune on an expensive car or getting a reliable, robust, long-range EV at half the price, will they rush toward the pricier brands? Probably not. This is the real danger. This is the fundamental shift that's starting to take shape. Tesla and BYD will now have to compete not just on technology, but also on the balance of price and utility. When affordability and reliability come together in a market, customers don't fall for flashy brand promises. They look at the real value of the product. Moskvich 3E has cleverly tapped into this psychology, and that's why it's quietly becoming a rising storm. In the years to come, when the history of the EV market is rewritten, the Moskvich 3E will be remembered as the name that ushered in an era of affordable, sturdy, and reliable electric vehicles. Russia announces withdrawal. The Moskvich 3E is more than just a car. It's Russia's declaration, a quiet but resounding statement that, no matter how much the world underestimated its technological prowess, it's rising again. And it's doing so without grand announcements or media glitz, simply letting its work speak for itself. While other nations in the EV race were showcasing flashy prototypes and high-tech concept cars, Russia was silently forging a revolution in its old plants. The Moskvich 3E is the result of that quiet, brewing revolution. It's to the EV industry what Kalashnikov rifles once were to the world of weaponry. Simple, reliable, powerful, all without fanfare, without self-praise, just by earning trust in the toughest conditions. The Moskvich 3E has become a symbol of Russia's self-reliance. After the Ukraine war, when Russia faced all kinds of sanctions and foreign companies pulled out, many assumed the country would fall behind in technology and industry. But Russia took this pressure as a challenge. It showed that true strength lies not in imported technology, but in its own resources, hard work, and resolve. This silent but lethal entry into the EV segment with a vehicle like the Moskvich 3E sends a clear message to the world. Never underestimate the underdog. A nation that can create something new even in adversity has the power to shape the future. Through the Moskvich 3E, Russia has issued a new ultimatum to the EV world. It's an open challenge that the future of EVs doesn't belong solely to a handful of Western companies. This is now a multipolar race, and Russia has joined it on its own terms. The Moskvich 3E marks a beginning that proves Russia is not only becoming self-sufficient in its technology, but is also in a position to challenge the biggest players in the global automotive industry. This isn't just about the arrival of a new car, it's about the rise of a new mindset, one that declares the era of affordable, sturdy, and reliable electric vehicles has begun, and countries like Russia can lead it. Today, as analysts make predictions about the future of the EV industry, they can no longer ignore the Moskvich 3E. This car is not only carving a new path for Russia, but also reminding the world that technology and innovation aren't confined to a single country or region. The real players are those who create something new, even in the toughest circumstances, and the Moskvich 3E embodies that courage and determination. When historians write the story of the EV revolution in the years to come, they won't forget that, at a time when Russia faced pressure from all sides, it quietly introduced a car that gave the market a new direction. Looking at the global EV market today, the picture is quite fascinating. Tesla remains the biggest name in the race, especially in markets like the US and Europe. Elon Musk's company built a brand value early on that transformed Tesla from just a car maker into a symbol of technology and innovation. Models like the Model 3 and Model Y have made it the world's largest EV manufacturer, but its grip is increasingly limited to the premium segment. Meanwhile, BYD has quietly but rapidly gained ground, particularly in China. It has dominated the mid-range and low-range segments, becoming China's biggest EV brand and expanding its presence internationally in Europe, Asia, and South America. Other brands like Hyundai, Kia, and Volkswagen are also accelerating in the EV race, but their hold is still considered weaker compared to Tesla and BYD. Hyundai and Kia have entered the market with affordable EVs, while Volkswagen has tried to strengthen its position in Europe with its ID series. Meanwhile, other Chinese companies like NIO, Xpeng, and Geely are gradually spreading their wings in other parts of the world, though they still have a long way to go. Now, into this equation steps a player like the Moskvich 3E, entering quietly. If Russia can launch it effectively on the international stage, it could create a major stir in the affordable, sturdy, and reliable EV segment. The global market is maturing, and customers are no longer swayed by brand value alone. They're looking for practical value too. The company that can strike the right balance of affordability, reliability, and availability will dominate the market in the future. Tesla and BYD still hold a strong grip. But if new players make the right moves, the face of the global EV market could change entirely in the coming years.